Before the video starts, let me break down what you can expect in this review. 1. I will talk about the plot or the story of the episode. 2. I will talk about the things that I like. 3. I'll talk about the things that I didn't really care for. And 4. I will give the episode a score out of 10. Also, spoilers. With that being said, let's get right into it and break down the actual episode review. Hey guys, Tanner here, and welcome back to another one of my Ninjago Season 8 episode reviews. Tonight we will be talking about episode 77, which aired in the US yesterday, and this episode is called The Oni and the Dragon. Now of course we'll get into why this episode is called that in a minute here, but first let's go ahead and break down the plot of this episode. So the episode starts with Harumi and the ninja sort of meeting up, and Harumi can't really adjust to her new life, just living in the Destiny's Bounty and just living with the ninja. She does get to know the ninja a little bit better, so I guess that's good. The ninja are still on the hunt for the masks. Of course, these Sons of Garmadon have 2 of them now, and eventually they do get a lead because a prisoner has shown up at one of the police stations who just so happens to be working with the Sons of Garmadon. So the ninja decide to go see Mistake to go ahead and see if she could give them like a tea or something that could make this guy tell the truth, and of course she does have one. It's actually called the Tea of Truth, so that exists. And the ninja team decided to split up because Lloyd wants to learn a little bit more of the history of the First Realm. So he sends Cole and Zane to go see the prisoner and sort of interrogate him, while he and Jay stay behind. And what they see is actually pretty amazing. Mistake goes ahead and sort of explains the entire backstory of Ninjago, of course adding a little bit more detail because that's what they like to do every season. They like to go ahead and include more details into the overall backstory just to sort of round it off a little bit more. And this time we learn of the First Realm and how it came to be, and how there was originally 1 Oni and 1 dragon, and of course they fought over the first Spinjitzu Master, and that's when he left the realm to go create his own, and that's how Ninjago pretty much came to be. Of course, meanwhile, Zane and Cole go to interrogate the one member of the Sons of Garmadon, who they actually end up capturing, and of course Cole mixes up the Tea of Truth with his own, and that sort of ruins their entire plan. However, they do find out that the Sons of Garmadon actually do meet up at a club pretty much every night, so that's where they set their sights next. So Cole and Zane decide to go to this club, and of course the villains are there, the entirety of the Sons of Garmadon, or at least most of them, as well as Ultraviolet and Mr. E. So they both put on disguises to go ahead and infiltrate the group. Their overall goal here is to, of course, gain their trust so they can actually, find out more secrets about these Sons of Garmadon and maybe even find out where the 3rd mask is hiding. Also, Dareth is there working at the club, so it was nice seeing him back. But of course, we do get a little bit more villain exposition, talking about Ultraviolet and Mr. E just a little bit more. And in order to go ahead and complete this plan, Zane has Cole perform a distraction, which in this case is singing a song, of course, to the karaoke club. And that really doesn't go as planned because Cole gets found out, and the rest of the ninja end up coming in as backup. Of course, as soon as these Sons of Garmadon are aware of what's going on, the generals go ahead and leave, and the ninja give chase. They fight off some members of the Sons of Garmadon, and then Mr. E ends up taking on the rest of the ninja. It is a very cool fight to watch, and eventually it does come down to just Lloyd versus Mr. E, and Lloyd does indeed get the upper hand, but of course Zane, disguised as Snake Jaguar, goes ahead and saves Mr. E from being captured by Lloyd. So right there, Zane just gained his trust, and we will of course be seeing that all play out in the next episode. So that pretty much breaks it down for the overall plot of the episode. So the things that I liked, we get to see a little bit more of the history of Ninjago, which I thought was really nice. We get to hear a little bit more of how the first Spinjitzu Master came to be. We get to hear a little bit more of his origin, which is always a good thing. You can't really go wrong with that. Also, we do get to see a little bit more of Harumi and how she's adjusting to her new life, hanging out with the ninja, so that's nice. And of course, the fight scene between Mr. E and the ninja was also pretty amazing to watch. I thought that fight was really well done, and it's definitely one of my favorite ones so far this season. As for things that I thought were bad or not really that good, it does have the pretty annoying subplot in this episode where Cole sings. I've heard that Cole does a lot of singing this season, and I really hope that he doesn't do it, I guess, as frequently as I'm expecting. I'm sure he's going to sing a lot. Nothing against the writing or like Cole's voice actor. I just find it to be kind of sort of distracting from the overall episode or the overall plot of the episode. But again, that's just me. I know a lot of people do enjoy that. And something else that I'm going to complain about, not a lot actually happens in this episode. It's basically all just build up, as I said earlier, for what's to come throughout the next season, or, throughout the rest of this season, rather. With everything like Lloyd learning more about his past, and of course, Zane going undercover and infiltrating the Sons of Garmadon. It's basically all just setting up for the next episode, which isn't really a bad thing, but then again it does distract from the point a little bit when of course you are watching this episode. For everything that I've said, I'm going to go ahead and give this episode a 6 out of 10. I think this one is my least favorite so far in the entire season of Sons of Garmadon, and I do expect the season to get better moving forward. It's just right now we're sort of at the still at the build-up point where we're just trying to set everything up. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. That was my review of Ninjago episode 77, The Oni and the Dragon. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up rating. And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. It really does mean a lot to me. Remember that the comment section is yours for any discussions you want to have regarding this topic, or if you just had a general comment, that's fine too. Thank you guys so very much for watching once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.